Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 10 of season 7, the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Last episode was probably one of the greatest episodes of this show. It was amazing. One of the best time loop episodes I have seen in any show, period. They nailed it. They knocked it out of the park. And we seemingly, well, I don't know if we resolved the situation by the end necessarily. We still got a lot of stuff going on we got to deal with. But I'm excited to see what happens next. If you want to see the full-length reaction, or if you want to get early access, you can do all that over on Patreon. This is a great way to support the channel, help us do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please, if you like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 10, Stolen. Here we
I appreciate you blowing smoke up my ass, but I don't think we met.
We haven't, but I know a lot about you. Like how your relationship with S.H.I.E.L.D. is headed for a very, very sad breakup.
Who is this?
You call for an extract, but they refuse. You survive, but you and S.H.I.E.L.D. are over with. And you fall right into the loving arms of Hydra.
Is this fucking Garrett?
Why don't I call the psych warden, tell him you wandered off? That's a neat trick.
Yeah, that's called a superpower. Would you like one?
I'm sorry, what now?
2 more beers on my tab, under the name John Garrett.
This is fucking insane, dude.
I thought I was in S.H.I.E.L.D., but turns out Deke wasn't authorized to make me an agent.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be
True.
reunited at the Triskelion after we graduate.
Aw.
Hey, you're
That'd
not
be
in
something.
TV anymore, Coulson. That's cool.
Don't worry.
She mentioned the Triskelion. It's 1983. Wasn't in use yet.
It's ahead of schedule.
Just like Project Insight.
Oh my, yeah. I thought maybe Deke let something slip about the future, the expectation of the eventuality that would be befalling them all eventually. Not that it's already another early development situation.
Nathaniel Malik's out there with Quake powers and a new base. You made a promise to Daisy's mom that you wouldn't have to fight him alone.
It's so wild we're on the side of Jiaying right now. At least aligned with her currently.
It's possible the cumulative damage severed our operative transmission receiver's ability to penetrate space-time.
Did you understand that?
Actually, yes, I did.
You did?
Just
Nice.
thought I put some weight on the new leg is all.
Oh, okay. Thank you. What?
What was the last thing that you do remember? You were being hunted by Chronicoms, but did it ever get violent? Why are you asking? Did I say something when you removed the implant?
Oh, kinda.
No matter how confused I was, I can't know.
You were not confused. You were devastated. I've never seen you so freaked. You were inconsolable.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
God, I want to know.
We have to take it back.
Starting with us hostages. Simmons, can you send our coordinates to her watch?
On it.
And this is about protecting your existence.
Aside from me and Yo-Yo, Jiaying doesn't know us.
Yeah, Mac had the benefit of already having been born at least.
Daisy, there's one other thing. At Afterlife, there was a woman who...
That was fast.
Shit.
He's hunting us.
We really needed... Yeah, we really needed to, finish that sentence.
How did you see my future?
I'll show you. It's called the time stream, sent back from the future. As soon as Dr. Grady here's finished, you'll get to dip your toe in.
You're stinky.
S.H.I.E.L.D. decided his tech was too dangerous and was set to take him out, so I brought him into the fold.
He's saving so many people from their untimely fates. A who's who of people that eventually get... meet not so great ends.
She and I are after something. Same thing you were after in the story of your life you're about to see.
Or wait, what the fuck? So are they getting shown their timelines? Yeah, they are. It's like Loki 2 getting to see his end.
I got my power back.
You could lose it again, and then you give it
I'll go. Scout a point of attack. This me is disposable if I get caught.
Disposable's the last thing you want.
Recyclable then. Minimal risk.
Yeah, valid.
I know the layout. I'll drop him somewhere secret and then go.
You know, one thing I'd never considered with the Gordon actors that they've done with the makeup, is there some way they can actually see through it, like a two-way effect, or do they just have to like Trust.
I have to get her back. Cora won't listen to you.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we were trying to prep you for this information.
It can provoke her, and then everyone's at risk.
They're right. We can't risk it.
Because it definitely doesn't look like it's an after effect.
But you have to bring back my daughter.
Yeah, fuck. I really wish we could have prepped her for that beforehand.
I think in the original timeline,
She went through with it.
Yeah.
Which is why my mom would have left Afterlife to go do charity work and meet my dad and...
We can't go down that hole right now,
Yeah. Shit.
Let me go with you.
Daisy. No, we need you and your mother to survive.
She needs that loss for her to even be born, theoretically.
You can see the fluids draining from Mr. Lee here into our friend Mr. Durant.
Now you too could have his summon knife powers.
Cora and I are champions of the people, like Robin Hood, stealing from the high and mighty and giving to those more deserving.
Sure about that part.
What kind of power is he getting?
It's even the same knife. That is so lame. My power is I could summon this one knife.
Mercy comes in many forms.
I should have killed you years ago.
You can't do it now, though. Not yet, at least. Just cook his skull.
You'll get yours as soon as we take it from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Does he want yo-yos for Garrett? I guess so. We just cut to yo-yo. Dude, a super fast Garrett would be terrifying.
The Zephyr could have been pre-programmed to follow.
We took out the Chronocoms.
And now we
drive
have
was
no
damaged in
one.
the process.
No, yeah, now we
Every jump
can't
since then
follow.
has been a malfunction.
Yeah, maybe he can't.
Maybe it's too painful to remember, to want to remember.
Please don't even think that.
I sent
No.
her messages that disappeared into the depths of
No,
space.
no, 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 no. No, we're not doing this again.
Feel tingly.
It goes away.
Actually, it's not unpleasant.
If we head this way, we can find where they're keeping them.
Actually, oh! I was gonna say it feels kind of nice, and then they shot him.
You knew we were coming.
To this very spot, if you want to get technical, I knew there was a 94% chance.
Because you have the time stream.
God, this guy, I can't wait for him to get his.
You hear that, Durant? I think he's giving us the old good guy pitch, appealing to the better angels of my nature.
Nice Abe Lincoln reference. Maybe I'm just helping you not die.
I have no use for my father's way of thinking. Here's my pitch. Goodbye to all that. Say hello to anarchy. You'd be surprised how tempting that is to some people.
Privileged little brat being the one to declare anarchy on everything.
Buddy.
Oh, no.
There he is.
It's Gordon they wanted for him. That's not good.
You vaporized me with a space laser.
Garrett, clever. Digging up our greatest hits.
I'm not even mad. They let me watch you die a bunch of times. Long-haired creepo stabbed you with a pointy stick. That was funny.
My God.
Here comes the good stuff, John.
Yeah, he's playing that unhinged real well. The shit-eating grin that Garrett always carried around, trying to capture that accent as well.
Hey, looking spry for an old guy. How's it feeling?
Pretty spry for an old guy.
Maybe now is your chance to experience what she was like before that. You should talk to her.
No, I shouldn't. She can't know who I am.
Why not?
Because of the timeline.
The timeline is screwed.
Yeah. Very, very screwed.
You got a rare opportunity here. I got a list of people long gone by now I'd do anything to have one last stolen moment with, regardless of what space-time has to say about it.
I mean, at this point, who gives a fuck? All of this has to either be undone or irrelevant.
You really are a square, aren't you?
Harsh, but yes.
Sometimes you need a square in your life.
Something's wrong. They should be back by now.
My turn then. I'll go in and take a look around.
No, if they caught Gordon, who knows what we're walking into. Just stand by for my signal.
With the time stream, every option is a risk. But that's always the case. but they know what you're likely to do and what you're likely not to do.
A man who's died and killed as much as you should understand that by now.
Speaking of pretty, I get to keep the old baby blues, right?
Good question. You know, I'm not really sure.
What?
Yeah, wasn't that deformity like a part of the power? Well, I mean, yeah, because with Rain. Oh, well, I guess not. I guess he didn't have to.
I disappeared, reappeared. There should be a word for that.
You teleported.
I like that.
Thanks, Phil.
We have our target out there. Let's go find her.
Oh, yep. Here it comes. Cleared for takeoff, bud.
Oh my God, this is not good. This is next level bad, man. Oh my God.
We just want to help. Afterlife is important to us, too. You don't know the first thing about it.
She's been there.
Well, thank you for helping.
We'd never had an outsider find us.
She's no outsider. Go on, show her.
Oh, is she gonna do the music thing?
Where did you learn that?
From you.
I had a feeling I knew you. There's something so familiar. Your gift, it's a lot like
Cora. It's destructive, devastating.
Nathaniel took that from you.
Yeah. Oh, that too.
It's knowledge of the future that led him to us, that he used to warp Cora's mind and turn her against me.
You had done that yourself.
Cora has a good heart. She's worth saving.
And she's lucky to have you.
I used to think it was my greatest gift, but I was wrong. It was her.
I never knew my mom, and when I finally found her, she wasn't who I'd hoped she would be.
She hurt you. I can't speak to your mother's reasons. Sometimes trying to do the right thing comes out all wrong.
Yeah. Damn, I really wish you could have let on a little bit more there. Little rough landing.
More like third time's a charm.
Hey, I saw these guys open up for Twisted Sister.
Wait, what? Really?
Are you ready?
That took a second to register with me.
Any fun?
They opened for Twisted Sister.
Save your energy, you're too weak.
The other Inhumans. I can't let this happen to them.
Gordon, wait.
He's gonna exhaust himself, or worse, if he pushes himself too much. Just like that. This timeline is wrecked.
Blast from the future. It's your old buddy, John Garrett.
Dude, fuck this psychopath.
How'd you find this place, John?
Well, my pal Nate told me how to find it. He's around here somewhere.
So gotta get the hang of it.
What are you doing here?
Planning a little road trip.
Thought you'd never ask.
Oh, sorry, babe. You ain't who I'm...
Fuck him up, May!
All right. Bye.
Daisy, do you copy?
Looney Tunes as fuck right now, man, and I'm here for it.
I've been looking all over for you.
Somebody needs to just deck him in the face, man. Please.
The Inhumans are being held in a room down that way.
Better call Yo-Yo. Yo. Yo-Yo and I will get the hostages out. Find Cora. We'll meet back at the Quinjet.
I got a feeling she might be expecting that.
Mal's got guards up ahead.
She doesn't yo-yo anymore. We need a new name. Maybe just Yo. He's got the worst power. Okay, not the worst, but it's so lame. Can he summon anything else?
What have you done with her?
Sorry, Cora couldn't make it, but she sends her best. You still have Daisy. Isn't one daughter enough? Oh, you didn't know.
Wow, awkward.
I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you, but you said about your mother.
You were talking about me.
Yeah, about that.
But I would never...
It's actually a riveting story. See, Hydra just cuts you all to bits. You're left for dead, your power's stolen. That part...
Oh, he's just leaking everything.
But guess who steps in to crush your spine, dear old...
Dad.
Definitely room for improvement.
Dude, it kills me that he's, oh my God, that he's gotten more practice with this than her.
Well, I guess you won't live forever.
Please, fuck him up. You don't have an exit plan right now unless Garrett shows up, so you're not making a lot of great decisions. Don't stop. I mean, you could stop, but we need to get his ass. That's so fucked up, man.
Who's this Garrett fella anyway?
Shit! They want Simmons. Oh my God, why? They need what she knows.
Cora,
Agent Coulson, I've been waiting.
the rest of your gang is gone. They abandoned you. Garrett moved them off somewhere else.
Probably because she's about to blow this place up.
Now, Sybil told me all about it.
Oh? Okay, never mind.
He didn't want her power at all. I'm still
Yeah,
trying to
that's
find where
a
he went,
pretty
and Garrett's MIA too.
solid power to have tried to have taken too, but did not seem all that interested for some reason. Then again, doing emotional damage is probably a little more worth it to him because he is a petty little bitch like that.
They took Simmons.
That fucking grin, man.
Zeke, come in. Where are you?
Goddamn headphones. Oh shit, he's with them. Oh no. Or not. Is he in?
Hey, where are we going?
We're not going anywhere. You are.
Oh god damn it, yeah. Fuck!
First superpowers, a spaceship. Can I get a best day ever? Best day ever!
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Why am I here? What do you want?
And every outcome where we don't come out on top has one thing in common.
Fez.
He's gotten in our way long enough. And now you're gonna take us to him.
Lovely. God damn it, dude. Fuck this. Fuck you. God damn it. They got a whole crew of just punchable people, man. And Cora, God damn it. I don't even know, man. She's just so, she went from one cult into being gaslit and brainwashed by another. Like, god damn it, man. Using her trauma against her to weaponize her. And now, I mean, he's like rejected everything. Even though he's like recruiting all these Hydra alums, it's all about, it's not even about that ideology. Like he said, he's committed to anarchy. He wants to throw all of that to the wayside. He doesn't care about Hydra, doesn't care about S.H.I.E.L.D. He just wants power and to send the world reeling into chaos. Though, where is he going to be left by the end of this? As much as like Coulson did try to be like, hey man, you know they want to take our planet, right? Maybe he's just helping them as long as it benefits him, and then he's going to turn on Sybil. But I have to imagine she would plan for that. She wouldn't be oblivious to that. He may think he's got the upper hand, considering she's she doesn't have a body currently. But I don't know. And this whole thing with Sousa helping Daisy, like, hey, the timeline's fucked. Talk to your mom. Talk to her before she became that person that you were afraid to interact with, that person that hurt you, that tried to kill you. And yeah, like the hurt on Jiaying's face when she put all of that together, when Nathaniel was dumping all that lore on her. He was like, how could I ever have? Because she's not that person yet. The fact that, yeah, after everything that Hydra did to her, and then everything that S.H.I.E.L.D. did to her and to her own people, and then the decisions that she made herself. You know, she was not innocent of it at all, but like, you know, this whole thing where she was like, we're going to wipe out all of humanity. And if if that means her daughter as well, she was prepared to do that to get what she wanted in the end. And it was heartbreaking, man. And then he killed her. He just killed her right then and there. We lost her. We lost Gordon. Fucking Knife Dude, we lost him too. Oh, rest in peace, Knife Dude. It's such a pathetic power. God damn it, man. Anyway, might be a fun little street show trick, but I swear he better be able to summon something other than that one knife. Anyway. Yeah, just recruiting John Garrett before, and he was also not really a believer in Hydra for Hydra's beliefs. He used it for his own ends, and he had his own little pocket trying to do its own thing. But like he got recruited into this, shown his entire life. They're using Sybil in the time stream to show these people their ill ends, to convince them to rewrite their own fate and to follow him towards a new future. And it's working. And the guy they got to play Garrett, while he's certainly hamming it up, but then again, so did Bill Paxton when he was here. But it's just interesting watching somebody play, like, try to do like a Bill Paxton's Garrett impression, because he was such an unhinged kind of character, especially he was always grinning, smiling, all that kind of stuff, and he really hammed it up in this. And now he's got Gordon's power. We're still unsure of Fitz's like part in all of this. What happened when they set all this in motion? What Gemma doesn't remember. There's so many things we've left unexplored right now, and it's just we're in such a vulnerable. I mean, this entire season we've been in a vulnerable spot, but it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Dude. Yeah, I mean, this timeline is irrevocably damaged. Like, there is no, like, we do got to stop them from doing more damage, but the question is, can we undo it? Or are we in a timeline where this is, irreversible? Will we go back to our timeline? Can we go back to the beginning and circumvent all of this? There's a lot of questions about this that we still don't really have the answers to, because we don't really understand how the drive is working. We don't understand how things are operating. We don't understand a lot right now. But again, I love this furthering of this connection between Susan and Daisy, and especially that was like, hey, I'm a square, but what of it? That's what he brings to the table. He's grounding her. He's reliable. He's a constant. It's like we talked about before. It was brought up in the Q&As about how Daisy is always kind of needed that. She's always kind of found somebody else that was kind of similar to her, a little chaotic, a little not flaky, but like, broken, inconsistent, shaky, just like her, and then he's like a rock. He was that for Peggy. He's being that for her. It's nice to see him. He's like, hey, dude, things are fucked right now. Who cares about the timeline? Do this for yourself right now. And I don't know what angle is going to happen here with Cora. I feel like she was left behind purposefully. Nothing they do so far has been unintentional. I thought it was like, oh, all your people are gone. We got them out of here, blah, 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 blah. And it was just Coulson and her. I thought she was going to detonate. That's why. I was like, of course, she would have known that. They would have known that was going to be a potential outcome. That's the thing. They know the probability of almost every action they are going to take. That's the sticky thing about a lot of this, is how do we navigate that? Because right now we're not really doing a good job of being unpredictable. I don't know, man. Anyway, I got nothing else for this one. It was a good episode though, but like, fuck, dude, it's getting worse and worse and so much more chaotic every episode. All right, let's go to Patreon. Robert English. A hearty congratulations to James Paxton for honoring his father's role of John Garrett. Oh, wait, what? He actually visited his dad on set in season 1 and met Jed Whedon. That's his son? Oh, that's... Oh my God, that's getting me a little emotional, man. I did not know that. No wonder he was able to do a really good, decent impression of him. In an interview after this episode aired, James said that he auditioned for both young Freddie Malik, and Nathaniel for the season. He emailed Jed just to thank him for the opportunity. Jed messaged him back and said there was something special he had planned for James, and then offered him young Garrett. That's awesome. Holy shit, dude. That's wild. Cyber, you're next up. A lot happened this episode, even though it feels contained still. I love the show's bait and switch here. The whole episode pushes you to think Nathaniel is after Jiaying's immortality. See, okay, right. Okay, yeah, right. I forgot to even mention that one. I completely forgot. I didn't think he was there for her at all, even though he said that early on when talking to Garrett, he was talking about obtaining immortality. I forgot about that. You're right. That was intended to be the framing. I thought they were after Yo-Yo for some reason. Anyway, whoops. And then you briefly wonder if it's Yo-Yo or Daisy because he keep talking about some mystery woman. But nope, it was Gemma right in front of us the whole time. They told us Nathaniel doesn't care about Hydra's ideology, his father, or long-term plans. He's pure anarchy. So of course, he grabs the least expected person, the one who knows something, even if it's suppressed, about the one thing that can stop Sybil. And of course, Fitz is still the linchpin of everything. Even when the actor isn't physically there for the season, very on brand. They're not shying around the possibility that something happened to Fitz, and Gemma knows it or at least feels it. The moment they grab Gemma, Gemma? No. Nathaniel, Gemma, yes. The blast from the past with John Garrett, if I'm not mistaken, that's James Paxton, Bill Paxton's son, playing young Garrett as an homage to his deceased father, and honestly, he nailed the loose cannon energy. Yes, he did. Same chaotic nature as his dad, albeit less polish and cunning vibes to it, a little more raw and instability. I think I could give that to him being younger at this point, inexperienced in a way. I'll give him leeway for that. And the character definitely got on my nerves. So good job. Task succeeded angrily. Meanwhile, Cora is still a weird one for me. I can't tell if it's the acting or the direction, but her evil always feels forced. I kind of agree. I very strongly agree. Like a teenager being angsty and contrarian without fully understanding why. Totally yes. Except with deadly consequences. I'm still undecided if it's intentional or just not landing cleanly that she's pure evil. Unlike Nathaniel's actor with the punchable face. R.I.P. Jiaying, it's oddly poetic that at both timelines she dies with Daisy's life on the line. Wants to take it, wants to protect it. Makes you wonder what their relationship could have been without the Hydra literally cutting her apart. But then again, we wouldn't have the Daisy we love. God, Chloe Bennett is so oof while playing this character. Oh yes, yes she is. Yes. I say that respectfully to the actress, but remembering having a crush back on her in my younger day, I'm sure you can understand. Oh yeah, I can understand for sure. Jiaying's power is so interesting. Like she died to a broken neck, yet survived everything Hydra did to her. You know, all the cutting, the dissection, the dismemberment, all the crazy shit they did to her. I guess like a zombie, you fuck up the spinal column or the brain, you're done. It's just one thing, because that's also what I don't remember his name in this. What Daisy's dad did in the end. Also, did Daisy just level up? She spent her whole life repressing emotions tied to her origins, but watching her mom die felt like something broke open. Her power spike felt very Centipede Serum Quake versus Graviton Talbot era during the Destroyer of Worlds arc. Between Daisy and Cora, both daughters have been repressing themselves forever, and now they're cutting loose in an entirely new magnitude. Yes, pun intended. I do think there's some element of that. But then again, your adrenaline, your power, a lot of these things spike with your emotions or with adrenaline. You know, I think in that moment, there was just rage. And yeah, a lot of the time she's in control, she's holding herself back, and you know, unlike him, you know, he's unleashed, he's loose cannon, he's anarchy, you know, he's holding back with purpose, not with he's not not trying to harm people, right? Daisy's like always trying to hold back to not go too far. So yeah, in that moment, I think I don't know if she leveled up or she was just taking the limiter off. I thank the show for reminding us that Nathaniel technically has had his Quake powers much longer than Daisy. We sometimes think that she had them for a decade because of all the time traveling and wait time between seasons, but they're right. Nathaniel definitely had more practice with his powers. He even threatened Gemma that he could liquefy her bones if he wanted to, similar to Graviton and Talbot. And the closest we've seen Daisy to this level before is when she shattered the LMDs, or when she disintegrated the Shrike, but that's a frequency thing because they were shard made. The closest during the real Secret Invasion, LMD arc, and the Destroyer of Worlds arc, we assumed it was her that broke the Earth. Even Nathaniel was quaking in his boots when Daisy locked in. Again, pun intended. I love the Gemma Daisy Seuss moment. Gemma clearly gets it, and they're reigning expert on not realizing your feelings until it's too late. She genuinely nudges Daisy towards chivalrous good guy Sousa, just like Daisy once nudged her towards sweetheart good boy Fitz. And I love that she doesn't push. She lets her process her own feelings afterwards. That restraint and consistency with the character's history and growth is, in my mind, peak. I agree. Peak Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. writing, 100%. The writing in this show is fantastic, especially with their attention to detail to the characters' history and their arcs and everything, and incorporated it all into one folded, nice, neat story. Gordon saying, I have to, because this fight is necessary. I feel like I've heard that original timeline Gordon saying the same thing when justifying his actions when fighting against S.H.I.E.L.D. back then. And then my suspicions were confirmed when Gordon wasn't allowed a weapon, and both Mac and Coulson looked at him and at each other, since they and Fitz were the ones who took down Gordon in the original timeline when Coulson lost his arm. Yeah, I forgot about that. It made me chuckle because the writers are just teasing us like, he, ha, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Easter egg. And finally, Garrett wondering if he keeps his eyes after taking Gordon's powers. Not gonna lie, that was a real $1 million question. I definitely would also have been skeptical about that power. Wasn't that a result? I mean, like, sometimes they come with physical alterations, their powers. Or at least the Terrigenesis does. Maybe this process of transference is the Terrigenesis that does that to your body, that restructures it. When you do it this way, I guess it doesn't carry that along. So somebody, if Raina was still alive, could take her powers and then not be a spiky hedgehog person, theoretically. And then on that note, question time, Omni. If you could pick one power upgrade that we've seen in the show, which would you want for daily life? And which would you want as a S.H.I.E.L.D. team member? Yo-yos, for sure. Super speed is too convenient. Now, her current version of it. The going back and forth, I mean, that'd be great in small instances, but her unlocked non-yo-yo ability, her super speed, just the stereotypical speedster power. That would be my go-to out of all of it. Next would probably be Jiaying, just because you don't get sick, you heal. I get sick all the time. I get hurt all the time. It'd be nice to not have to worry about that. But if I had to pick one thing, it'd probably be yo-yos. And I think that's also the most effective as a S.H.I.E.L.D. team member too. And no, you don't get to pick Ghost Rider. That's illegal levels of self-glazing. Although, flaming wavy hair would look good on you recording, not gonna lie. Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, with a backwards hair flick to the flaming skull. I'm looking at you, Omni's editor. Hell yeah, man. That would be something, dude. Iron Wolf, for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was late last week's episode, so I'll ask now, with Enoch's death, who has been your favorite character to join the team and leave, like Hunter, Bobby, or killed like Enoch, Trip, excluding Fitz, obviously. Mine would be Hunter, followed by Ghost Rider. Hunter. Hunter for sure, I think. That has come and gone. I'm going to go, I would definitely say Hunter. I'd never really considered Ghost Rider a part of the team. I guess he was, like, reluctantly for a time, but I'd probably go with Hunter overall. Then let me see if we got, this is the last one. Christopher Simeon. With the addition of Garrett, we now have had the big bads of seasons 1 through 3 all in this season. Technically, Nathaniel was part of Hive and he was a Malik. True. I'll take that. That technicality. Which makes me wonder if he's going to assemble more. Given we can't jump now, we're kind of stuck where we're at the moment, at least seemingly for the time being, and I wonder if that's going to change. I mean, Deke still, Deke is with them in the Zephyr with Gemma, and that's with the time drive too. Fuck, dude, we're at a bad position. I don't know what's going to happen, dude. I have no idea, but I just wonder if we will continue to pick up anybody else along the way. How many episodes do we have left? This was episode 10, so we got what, 3? Yeah, we only have 3 episodes left. That is crazy. Anyway, guys, yeah, I might. I still don't know if I'm going to go right into the next show or not, just because it is going to be really busy these next couple of months. But I do need to put the poll up at least at some point for what may take this spot. But I will let you guys know about that as we get closer to it. I do want to like reduce the amount of shows we have that are pre-recorded in the wake of everything, at least after this massive wave, cause starting February 27th through April 8th, so many of these are going to intersect because of when they start. I got Monarch Season 2, Ted Season 2, One Piece Season 2, Invincible Season 4, Daredevil Season 2, Maul Shadow Lord Season 1, The Boys Season 5, and a lot of those are going to overlap. So it's going to be real sweaty keeping up with current content. So I don't know. We'll figure that out, though. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? How do you feel about everything that's transpired? How are you holding it together? Let me know down in the comments and we'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out Lily Chen Son, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Brandley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, and Amy Becca. Thank you guys so much for becoming savers here on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues that have been taken care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I want to give a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You guys and the patrons allow us to do what we do over here, to do stuff like this, to keep on and cover all the content that we do in the wake of a YouTube algorithm and copyright claims and just the sheer wealth of shows that we cover and stuff like that. You guys make it possible, and especially you guys here on YouTube. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. We're doing this all for you. Love you guys. But that's just for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.